Before the likes of Parasite and Squid Games came along, before K-pop was as huge as it is today, in the year 2006, I watched my very first Korean movie. My world changed. I just thought these were the coolest guys I had ever seen. I had never seen so much swag and pizzazz in all my life. The drama, the intense gazes, the fights, the hair, the smirks. Now, I'm 27.
Years old. I've no money and no prospect. I'm already a burden to my parents, and I'm frightened.
And I just wanted to feel alive again, so I suggested to my boyfriend we should watch this amazing movie I saw when I was 11. Wow. Long story short, it changed. It was not how I remembered it, but it was a hoot and a half to watch. So today I thought I'd tell you guys one of the best, worst movies I've ever seen, Temptation of Wolves, also known sometimes as Romance of Their Own or A True Romance. But first, please make sure to hit the subscribe button for more good, bad movie recommendations. So one thing I want to point out is that the movie surprisingly did pretty well. It went on to be nominated and win a few prestigious Korean awards, and it did the 9th best in the box office for the year of 2004. So anyways, guys, strap in because the story is wild. Okay, so there's this girl called Hun Kyung, and she grew up in the countryside with her father, but his death forces her to move to Seoul to live with her mother. As she tries to adjust to the city life, she catches the attention of Haewon and Taesung, the two most popular boys from rival schools, and thus a love triangle is formed. Sounds like a Wattpad dream come true, am I right? I mean, how many of us would have loved to have had two good-looking popular guys fighting over us? Come on, show of hands. Don't lie. We all wanted that. And the premise sounds promising, right? Wait, there's more. So it begins with these guys getting into a fight and a chase where Taesung takes cover under Hun Kyung's umbrella, and they lock eyes, and it just seems like a really cute meet-cute. And then it seems that they know each other, or at least he knows her.
내 이름은 태성이에요, 정태성. 이번엔 꼭 기억해줘야 돼요. 꼭이요.
And we see later that he actually has a picture of her in his wallet. So it's a bit mysterious as to how they know each other. And I think we can just assume, because of their conversation, that they had known each other as kids back in the countryside, and that for some reason she forgot about him, but he still remembers her. And I think it's safe to assume that maybe there was some kind of childhood romance when they were younger, and it just makes the whole thing cuter and sweeter. And it seems like she might be interested in him too. But like many dramas, there has to be a problem, and there is one. Because like I said, Taesung and Haewon are rivals from different schools. And Hun Kyung and her sister go to the other school. And because of Taesung's fascination with her, it makes Haewon interested in her too. All right, doesn't seem too bad, right? A classic Romeo and Juliet kind of story with a love triangle. We love it. And for the next several scenes, we see these two guys vying for Hun Kyung's affection. And Hun Kyung's half-sister does not approve of Taesung and wants her sister to be with Haewon instead. So next, Taesung does the unthinkable by coming to enemy territory just to see Hun Kyung. And these guys, I mean, oh my god, these guys are truly treated like rock stars. I mean, can you imagine anyone from your high school being treated like this? Their ego would be so through the roof. Oh my god. Check out what this guy does next. He jumps out the window. What a guy. What a guy. Anyways, he is clearly really into her, right?
한경이? 누나가 네 친구냐?
내가 말했지. 정한경 내가 찍었다고. 들어가봐.
Geez, I mean, like this film really just gave me totally unrealistic expectations. I thought, I could just show up to a new high school and boom, two guys immediately fall in love with me. And it's the two most popular rock star kind of guys ever. But boy, was I wrong. Anyways, moving forward, this happens. Yes, he is kidnapping her.
나랑 사귈래 안 사귈래? 5분 안에 대답하지 않으면
Man, what is this? You can tell this Haewon is the type of guy to do this kind of shit.
운전 조심해. 나 들어간다.
Honestly, if a guy tried to pull this off of me, I would
No.
not wish him well at all.
지금 나랑 사귀자고
Oh
했냐?
my god, what is wrong with this dude?
그게 사귀자는 거 아니야? 하여간 나는 그렇게 알아들었어.
Gaslights her into dating him. I mean, like, that's the first.
문자 씹으면 죽고
Oh, that's really romantic.
전화 안 받으면 도덕 주고.
I mean, between a guy that risks getting beaten up to get you pizza and this dude, I think it should be fairly clear who is the better guy to be with. And if it isn't, I think you need to reevaluate your standards. Because Haewon is a walking red flag. Okay, moving on. Taesung gets beaten up really badly while Haewon and Hongkyung are on a date. And unexpectedly, Haewon comes to rescue Taesung. Hongkyung then takes Taesung back to his house to clean him up. He then hides some photographs. Probably because he doesn't want her to remember him for some reason. Or maybe there's a part of his past he doesn't want her to know. I mean, at this point, it's still a mystery on what their past is really like. Oh my god, yo. How does he do this and she's sitting there okay with it? I mean, how is she just not straight up laughing in his face? This girl's starting to annoy me. This girl really doesn't have a backbone. She's just, first of all, she's forced into this relationship, okay? And doesn't do or say anything about it. Listening to this dialogue, or in my case, reading this dialogue, it is not romantic or attractive.
수작 부리지 마. 반해오냐 너야.
And I know I said that time that having two guys fighting over me was like the dream. If it's like this, I really don't want it. This is just insulting. It's embarrassing.
너 어디 가?
For some reason, between these two guys, between the dude who is very sweet and gets her pizza and sticks up for her, and the guy who just straight up kidnapped her and forced her into a relationship, she chooses Haewon. She chose this guy. But then you realize that maybe she made the right choice, but not for the obvious reason. It turns out Hongkyung is his sister. Hongkyung and Taesung are brother and sister. What? I mean, this meet cute, this attention, the fighting, it was all between brother and sister, people. Whew. Now, let's take a second to just drink that in. Now, at this point, we, and I'm saying we, I hope everyone here who watched this movie and who's watching this commentary, I hope we are all hoping that this guy Taesung has always acted like a brother, just concerned for his older sister and doesn't want her dating Haewon because he's being a protective brother, right? And we are just happy she doesn't seem to be in love with him because she chose Haewon, right? Right. Okay. Now, next we have the sad scene where Hongkyung tries to impress Haewon just for him to act like this. And then this really disturbing scene happens and we expect Haewon to save her, right? I mean, what is this? What is happening?
그러니까 왜 이런 옷을 입었냐고.
Why is he being such a dick? How is she okay with this? Why did I think this was cool and romantic?
안 걸리려고.
Hindsight is 2020, dude, and I just realized I was blind as a bat in 2006. But to be fair, I was only 11. But still, man, still. Aw, that's really cute. He's sucking her face in front of everyone. Yikes. But the plot thickens because Hongkyung finally sees the family pictures and realizes that Taesung is her brother. So, where can this movie go on from here, right? The plot twist has occurred. It's not a love triangle. It shouldn't be a love triangle. It was more like a West Side Story-ish story, right? And these two, they finally talk it out, and the cat is out of the bag. And boy, don't we all feel silly for wanting her to be with her brother. Glad that wasn't the direction we were heading towards, right? Dodged a bullet there, didn't we, Han Kyung? And as usual, Korean dramas, there's a fatal disease. And it looks like these two guys are gonna have to learn to get along for the sake of Han Kyung. Pretty sweet, right? And these two look pretty happy in their weird little aggressive relationship, but hey, if that's what they're into, who am I to judge? And at this point, we feel like the story could just end. No. We are nowhere near the end. Things start to get a little weird.
누나,
Why are you looking like that?
내가 동생 같아?
Where are you going with this, Jae-sung?
정말 내가 친동생 같아?
맘마 먹자.
누난 내가 딴 여자랑 같이 웃고 있으면
No, dude.
화나서 아무것도
Don't.
못하고
Just
그래.
don't.
하루에도 100번, 1000번도 넘게 우리 이렇게 만나게 해줄 하늘 저주하고 원망하고 그래.
You know, it's okay, dude. Just pretend like you're
내가
joking.
당한 게
Just, nope.
사랑하니까.
What? You know, the part that makes this so hilarious and sick is that he knew from the start that that was his sister. It wasn't like he had developed feelings and discovered later on. He knew from their very first conversation who she was. And this dude, I mean, like, he doesn't know what's up yet, and he's getting jealous of his girlfriend meeting her brother. I mean, now, yes, we do know he has reason to be concerned, but he doesn't know that yet. I'm sorry, but in what world can any of this be seen as romantic? And the fact that an alternative name for the film is True Romance. I mean, I need to know who okayed this? Who okayed this movie? Who wrote this? Who read it? Who said yes? I need names and numbers now. So anyway, some time passes and he asks her if they can take a family portrait. Not weird at all. Not weird. Oh my god, please don't. No, you cannot make this montage and try and convince us that this is okay. Seriously, at least in Game of Thrones, it's acknowledged it's wrong. But do we need to be told this is wrong? Why are you trying to convince us that this is okay? Brother, you could have picked any other girl. Did you see? You were treated like a rock star in your school and in the other school. And the one girl you have to pick is your sister. Oh. Okay. No sympathies for you. No sympathies for you, man. Oh, and then to make a very unnecessary twist, we are made to think that Haewon is two-timing Han Kyung with this girl, and she is trying to imply that Taesung asked her to do this so that Haewon and Han Kyung would break up. And for a while, we are not sure who is actually behind the weird meddling. What is this? Again with this bullshit. But this time it's even creepier and more disgusting because we know. Oh, we know. Oh, and remember that creepy dude from the bathroom? He wants revenge for getting beaten up, and now Haewon is coming in like a hero. Oh, now these two are teamed up. Wow. Everything's great. Okay, first of all, I want to take a break here to remind you all that these are two high school kids who are at the most probably 17, maybe 18, but I'm gonna say 17 because Han Kyung's older than them. I know this is a work of fiction, but come on, do you know what two 17-year-olds fighting would actually look like? It would not look like this. Oh, now they're besties through their love of violence, gaslighting women, and being inappropriate. Oh, and it turns out that it was actually just some jealous schoolgirls meddling between Han Kyung and Haewon. Womp womp. I mean, what was the point of that? And now Taesung's leaving for Australia and Haewon and Han Kyung are hurrying to say goodbye. And then we get this
다음에 태어났을
Sweet.
땐
message.
누나하지 마. 아주 못생겨도 좋으니까 제발 우리 누나만 하지 마.
No, I mean, from the start, I thought like there couldn't be anyone worse than Haewon, right? But honestly, at this point, I don't know who's more messed up. If I were Haewon watching this, I would have just ran out so fast. I mean, I cannot compete. Like, I don't want to be in the middle of Sweet Home Alabama drama, nor do I want to compete with my girlfriend's brother. Ugh. Anyway, some time passes and Chae-sung's in Australia and he has a new friend / neighbor who is blind and he keeps in touch via video messages, which she watches on repeat, which is kind of weird, but okay, whatever. Oh, he's still very much in love with his sister. Man, get a grip. Okay, moving on. The girl who is Chae-sung's friend / neighbor can now see and is in Korea. And she's got news. Taesung died. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Could never have imagined this, right? From the start of the story to now. Wow, how did we get from point A to point B? Oh, and he donated his eyes to the girl so that he can see Hong Kyung again. Oh my god, that is I guess if it wasn't for the whole like incestuous love thing, that might have been kind of cute, but no, not right now. Well, guys, I really could not have predicted this ending in a million years. I don't know what the point of this film was. Is it just like a buddy film between two rivals and how they became friends over their shared love over a girl who happens to be one of their sisters? Like, I don't know. Okay, anyways, so what do you guys think? Am I wrong? Is this actually the most romantic story you've ever heard? Please let me know down in the comments and give me some recommendations on your favorite bad movies. Thinking about this, I realized that I must have evolved from Raccoon because as much as I love good movies and TV shows, there's a part of me that will always go back to trash. Hence the reason I'm all caught up with all 7 seasons of Riverdale. And I watched this movie I think 3 times since I watched it with my boyfriend. Just because I couldn't believe how was this made? That's all I want to know. Names and numbers, please. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.